Welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. I'm back in the building, was on vacation for the last 8 days, but as you saw, I made sure to pre-make these videos so that you guys had something every day. But the first 3 days, my wife and I, we went to Vegas without the kids. Kids stayed with grandparents, and we just had a good time. We relaxed, hung out by the pool. We also gambled, won some money, lost some money, but just a good time overall. Then we came back home, loaded the kids up in the truck with all of our luggage, went to LAX and flew to Cancun. Now, Cancun sounds like a fun time, but while we were there, Monday, the first day we were there, was the only day we got some sun and nice weather. The rest of the time, it was a torrential downpour. I mean, just raining non-stop. But the kids still had fun. We let them play around. We did all the stuff we could do, even though a lot of the stuff wasn't possible because of the rain. The one thing we missed out on that I really, really wanted to do was go see the ruins in Tulum. But I always have another time for that. The ruins aren't going anywhere, at least I hope not. So what I wanted to talk about today was some tips with traveling with kids. Now, not necessarily ways to make them better in terms of how to get them to travel without, being a nuisance. I think we can do that another time. But one good tip for that is, if you can, travel red eye or early in the morning, right? That way you get the kids up in the middle of the night, throw them on their clothes, they're sleeping in the car, get them through everything, get them on a plane or even in the car ride or train or whatever you're taking, and they're just passed out the whole time. That's one easy way to make your travel easier. But I'm talking about the time you spend on your vacation. The main point is you gotta loosen up your typical rules, the ones that you have at your house all the time, 24/7. Vacation is different. Vacation is about fun, leisure, family time, activities, just having a blast and making it memorable for everyone involved. So here's some things I think you can do to make that a better time for everyone. Let them stay up late. Then let them sleep in, right? They can watch some more movies. They can sleep in till 10, 11 o'clock. It's okay. Give them the freedom to do that. They normally don't get to do that anyways. We also allowed them to have a little more access to electronic time. Now, that was in part because the rain, so there were a lot of times where we just kind of had to be indoors with nothing to do, and because of the storm, the TV wasn't working too well, so we let them play on their computer and their tablet a little more. Had it been nice weather, we would have been doing activities, so there would have been no need for electronics. But since we couldn't do as many activities as we wanted because of the rain, sure, get on the iPad. Give you a little more time than you normally would have. Swimming. We went swimming in the rain. We went swimming in the rain during the day. We went swimming in the rain at night. I mean, it was just flooding the pool, but everybody was still in there having a good time, except for, when lightning and thunder started to happen, get out of the pool, go to the hotel room, wait till it dies down, come back out, back to swimming in the rain. We also let them have more sweets or candy or desserts, and we don't have soda in the house, but the kids have been dying to try it and taste it. So we said, hey, why not? We're here. They can't run around anywhere. So let's, let them indulge a little bit. Also relax on the don'ts, or don't do this, don't do that. Especially when you're traveling through the airport or on the plane. Now, I don't want them to be a nuisance to other people. I don't want them bothering climbing on the seats or kicking the seats. But in terms of, laughing, joking, being a little loud, I'm totally fine with that. They're not running around like, crazed animals or wild savages or anything like that. They're just simply having fun, enjoying themselves. I remember there was one particular point where my wife had got us the flight seats towards the back of the plane, like the last 2 or 3 rows, so that way the kids had easy access to the bathroom. And when we landed back in LA, I remember everybody was standing up, as they all do, to rush out the plane where there's nowhere to go. You got to wait for the line to get out, right? But one of the kids really had to go pee, and she's like, oh, what do we do, all these people? And I was like, well, they're just going to have to understand. Like, I got a kid here who's got to go to the bathroom. Would you guys rather scoot out of the way so we can slide by, or have this kid piss everywhere and it be a real situation and problem, right? But we let them roam around the airport. We, with them, and we checked stuff out. They got to touch more stuff and do more stuff. We just loosened up on all the don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. So relax on that as well. They met a new friend while they were there. a young kid by the name of Nicholas. We met the parents, we talked to them, kind of got to know them a little bit, but we let them all play with their new friend and kind of spend time and I don't want to say dictate, but kind of guide the direction of the things we were doing. It was a vacation for the family and for them to have a good time. So they got to play with their new friend who, normally we might vet the parents a little bit more, but hey, we're at a resort. We're having a good time. Hang out with your buddy. They could eat whatever they wanted, right? I already talked about soda and desserts, but I mean, even just the food they got. You want fries with a taco with some pasta? I don't care. As long as you're eating, go for it. You know what I mean? We'll worry about how that handles your stomach later. And, thankfully, nothing happened. And then we also bought them gifts. We went and got some, trinkets. We got some football helmets that were made out of fishbone with nice designs. They were all hand carved. I mean, normally we wouldn't just randomly keep buying our kids stuff. But again, something to remember the trip by. So the point is, loosen up on the rules because it works twofold. It works in your favor and in the kids' favor. There's less stress on them, right? They're not worrying about making sure to be perfect and following all the rules, that normally you would have in your home. They're just having a good time and they're not worried about getting yelled at or scolded or anything like that. And also it's less stress on you as a parent. If you relax and loosen up on those rules, you get to be like, you know what? Go for it. Like, I'm not tripping off that. You're totally fine. We're in Cancun. Like, it's okay. It's just less stressful all around. And isn't that the point? Isn't that the point to make it more fun? To be able to relax and have a bunch of good family time and make great memories? It's hard to do that when everything's so strict and by the book, especially on vacation. So the next time you travel with your kids, just relax a little bit. Loosen up a little bit. Nothing's going to happen. Don't worry. You're still going to be a responsible parent and not to let them do something crazy or wander off by themselves, especially in a different country. But it's all right if they're running around without their shoes on. It's all right if they're swimming in the pool while it's raining. It's okay if they have a little extra dessert after dinner or maybe even dessert before dinner. Who cares? It's time for vacation. So I hope you guys are going on vacation at least once for the summer, even if it's just, to the next town over, to stay the night in a rinky-dink motel, just to have some fun with your kids. That's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to hashtag Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, hashtag 4D, all social media at rebirthbx, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music. Check out the website, rebirthbx.com. I am in full go mode. Things are going to start changing around here with how I'm doing things. I'm really doing my research on how to get this thing moving and growing, and it's going to happen. So follow me as I accomplish this vision. Talk to you tomorrow.